97.9 The Box. It's the Mad Hatta
Morning Show.
with Kway in the studio.
What's up, y'all?
I have been informed that he is not a social media phenomenon.
Not only.
No. He is not.
What?
Manager, say it again.
Well,
Scream
what am
it.
I?
He's an
Award-winning actor, comedian. Y'all bitches
Okay.
better get it straight.
Get it right, get it tight, hey.
Oh, my God. Hey, man, you need management, man. Managers don't play like, hold on now. We ain't saying that first.
He ain't my manager. He's just a fire-ass publicist.
Well, you need somebody in your corner. Sometimes you got to have somebody that's going to make sure that the record is straight.
Exactly.
When did you know that you needed to have people around you because you have real business that needs to be tended to now?
Was that
When I
for
went to the
10K
guy-
followers?
Yeah. When, for real, when
The
did you
first
know?
million.
Honestly, I would say after my first viral video. I would say I was at like 11,000 followers, and I shot up to 300,000 followers with a 15-second video.
How
Right.
how
Okay,
long
go
did
back.
you-
What year is this?
That was 2016, 2015, the end of 2015.
And this was a Tyra
Wow.
video?
That was the time. Bring it down 3 notches.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah. Before I knew it, I had Rihanna following me, Nicki Minaj unfollow me. But look,
Oh,
Yeah,
call her
she
out,
did.
call her out.
no, I had all these people following me out of nowhere, and before I knew it, I went to the airport. I remember the next day I was on my way to Atlanta, and people were stopping me like, "Bring it down 3 notches, bring it down 3 notches," and I was like, "Dang."
Overnight,
maybe.
literally
It was
overnight.
literally overnight.
Okay, so
Like,
go
no
back
lie.
then. Before we get to what you got going on right now, take me
Yeah.
back. How do you know, was your goal to become the phenom that you've become? Or is this completely an accident? You were playing around, having fun, and then this world got created for you, and now you just go with it?
Well, let's start here. I never imagined like freaking the type of content that I do. I never imagined like putting on a wig and lipstick and stuff like that. But I've always been a fan of Tyler Perry. I've always been a fan of Martin Lawrence, Shanae,
Right.
Wanda, Jamie Foxx. So I felt like that area on social media hadn't been attacked, and I freaking went after it.
So you knew
full
what you were
throttle.
doing. This was a plan.
Yeah, it was a plan. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I remember back in the day, like when I first started, I remember like, is this okay? Is it okay for me to do this? Like, cause at the time, nobody was really doing it on social media, putting the wig and stuff like that on. So it was new. It was kind of new. I saw a couple people do it on social media, but yeah.
But Kway, you got to do it, and it has to be no fear when you do it, because it can
yeah.
also be backlash whenever you do what you do as well.
When I first started, it was hella backlash.
See?
Really?
It was
But-
hella backlash. Oh my God,
what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Say it again.
He said, for
Why?
what?
You
Why
just
for
have
what?
so many like judgmental, homophobic people that just don't like the whole like, I don't know, just simply
No, they
put on
homophobic.
lipstick. They
Right.
just don't, they don't understand it. But I feel like it's an art. It's fun. I like playing a totally different person from who I am. It's an alter ego. Like I can say and do whatever when I'm TT. Literally say whatever and do whatever.
So here it is now. You've become this phenom. I'm going to keep saying that because you're
What
so
the hell does that mean?
phenom. You're just bigger than life. You're a superstar. And it's kind of interesting because you don't need television. You don't need the usual platforms to become a superstar anymore.
Wow, it's
You've
crazy.
used your own platform at your own time when you wanted to do it. And it's still mind-blowing to me that there are individuals out there that understand, like, did you really think you understood what the platform could do for you?
Hell no. Like, and even, it's crazy. Like, the things that are happening through social media for me is crazy. It's crazy. Like, I never in a million years imagined, like, being in a video with Janet Jackson. I never in a million
Oh, yeah,
years.
you did do that. I just saw that,
Never
yeah.
in a million years think that I would, like, have my own restaurant, and through social media, because I have a platform, people are like rooting for it and they can't wait to eat the food. Like so many things that have happened to me because of social media. I'm so grateful for it. And it's
What was Kway before all of this?
Kway was a salesperson. I worked at Christian Louboutin. I worked at Saks Fifth Avenue. I was also going to Texas Southern University. I went
TSU?
for social work. Yeah, Texas Southern University.
Wait a minute. So
I was-
one day you just a guy doing sales, going to school, you play around on
I played too
IG,
goddamn much.
and you obviously you're surprised that it's taking off. Like you said earlier, you went to the airport and one day you knew like, oh snap,
Yeah.
This social media is real.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you have to dedicate. Did you feel a pressure like, now I got to dedicate myself to this?
Yes, only because I like to outdo myself with everything I do. Like every video that I do, the next video after it, I want to always outdo the last, So I put the pressure on myself to just do and be better. And I'm only in competition, with myself and it. Yeah.
Are you writing your own material still, or now it's like it's so much stuff now it's become like it's a job you got to get a team? I'm being honest. It's not just you.
I write all of my stuff.
Still.
Yes. But I do.
How do you find the time? Because you're doing a whole bunch of stuff now.
You find time for what you love, You find time for what you love, and I will say it's a little easier now that I live in LA and I have a team. Shout out to Diamond. I have a videographer who's bum as hell, Marty. Yeah.
So now you do have a team.
I do have a team.
So you like,
team
today
of like 8.
I have to shoot. Wow. So I have to. Today is the day we have to shoot. We have to do something.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, Kway, there's a lot of people who are trying to become Instagram stars. That's the thing they want to do, right? Or become big YouTubers. How much time did you spend in the beginning to get these videos done? Like, were you spending like 6 hours a day just trying to get a perfect video done, 7 hours a day, or was it just off the cuff and you were just posting them?
Those videos don't take long. Those videos, back in the day when I used to just pick up my phone, it'd take like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and the views, that's the craziest thing. Even today, you post something, and I don't care who you are, from Cardi B down to whoever. Like, whenever you post something, we're like in tune to like what people are saying. Like, I'm refreshing it, and it's crazy to post something and see it go from 0 views to 500,000 to 700,000 to 2 million. It's the craziest thing. Yeah.
That's a lot of power too, huh?
Yeah.
That's wild. This is wild. I don't understand how. Oh, now you want to talk.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about Titi, though. How did you come up with the idea for the character Titi?
I grew up around a lot of women. My mom had 7 sisters. All of them had girls. So I just picked up, the female mannerisms and stuff like that. I grew up in high school. I had a couple best friends who were also females, and I saw what they went through with guys and stuff like that. And I just took that and just bought it up and put it into this character. And yeah, that's why I feel like she relates to a lot of people, a lot of women around the world.
Mm-hmm.
How's your family, or are they even aware? Because sometimes you can do stuff and your mama don't know that you somebody. Because she like, well, baby, I ain't seen you, and you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, my
until she
mama
probably
didn't
see
know.
you with the Janet Jackson video, and then she like, oh, so
No,
baby,
my mom is definitely up to date with
Okay.
what's going on for sure. Y'all see her Sunday at the restaurant. Hey, mama. Yeah.
So okay, so where's the food coming at in your life now? Because I'm sure your fan base, maybe they know, maybe they don't know, but you are about to open a restaurant in Houston, Texas.
Yes.
So where does this come from now?
What you mean?
Have you always been a foodie?
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm a skinny person with a gut. I'm a skinny person with a gut. I've always been a foodie, and I've always liked the culture in Louisiana. I love Cajun food. Anybody that knows me could tell you I put hot sauce on everything. I put seasoning on everything. So, yeah.
So did you always know you wanted to open up a restaurant?
Hell no.
No?
No,
So
I've
how did
always
it
been a
come-
foodie. Well, my business partner, Nikki, she's based out of Baton Rouge, and we went to we became really, really close, and we expressed the same interest, and one of them was seafood, and hell, I had the platform and she had the money. So we collabed and we're building an empire of food.
Well, you keep it real, so I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that at all. So now you got the food restaurant. So the food is going to serve what, and what is the restaurant called, and where is it at?
Okay, so the restaurant is in Houston, Texas, on Westheimer. It's in the West Chase district. Seafood and daiquiris. Good ass seafood and good daiquiris.
sounds
You can check out the address and all the info. It's on the restaurant's page, Crab Queens Houston.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so this is the grand opening.
Grand opening Sunday.
You'll be there. What
Hell
time?
yeah. I'll be there it opens at 1. I'll be there around 2:15.
Now check this out. Now, why? Because I believe, I don't know if this is true or not.
What's up?
So I heard that you're from Oak Cliff in Dallas.
I'm
but
from
you
Oak
went to-
Cliff, Texas.
Okay. So how does Oak Cliff now, but you opening your restaurant in Houston, Texas? I get it that you went to
you know
TSU,
what it
but-
is? That you
No, this
why
ain't
would you put me on
no.
spot?
I'm just asking questions,
You
man.
know what it is? I think it's because this is where my character was born, where Titi was born. Like
Titi was born in Houston.
Titi was born in Houston. Yeah,
I didn't even know you were from Houston.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm-
not
well,
Dallas, but I know you spent a lot of time here, and
spent
I didn't
hella
realize
time
you
here.
you was just the guy on social media. on IG. Excuse me, boss. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know that. I mean, I didn't know. I was totally out of it. You know, a lot of people that do all these big things, and you find out they from Houston, right? Really? I didn't know. You know, because you're so bigger than life. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing to me is just crazy. Yeah. How one day, you know, like Ken Kiran.
Yeah.
Here's a guy just started off doing his thing. Now every time I look at it, I just feel like I'm so proud. Like it's the other thing is, if J Mac always says this kind of stuff, if you broke living in this country, you might need to check yourself. Because if you have a passion for something, you can make something happen with it. And now here it is. You've been doing this for 3 years. And now, well, I'm opening my restaurant now. So everybody laughing at your jokes on Instagram. He's so funny. He got a restaurant.
What? Your first big payday when you thought, I can do this. What was I can do this for a living? What was that first big payday from what you do on IG? I mean, I know it's gonna get you
first
money.
big payday.
Yeah.
My first.
No, talk about the first time you got a check from doing this, and then you're like, "This is crazy. They gave me money for this."
I remember I wanted to come out with merch. That video, the tire bringing down 3 notches, that face. I don't know if you remember the hairstyle and the face that I made towards the end of the video.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it. People fell in love. Everybody around the world was saying the slogan or whatever. So I freaking put it on a T-shirt, and it was hooked up to what is that app called? Shopify, and it makes this noise every time somebody makes a purchase. It makes this cha-ching noise. And that was the first time I had ever released something. And every second, like it felt like every half a minute, it was like a cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And that's when I called my mama crying, like, dang, mama, like, I think they love me a little bit. I think I'm kind of like loved a little bit.
But I do want to know your first big paycheck too, though.
We still, why not? We don't need to know. We don't need to know. We don't need to know amount.
Official.
To inspire people.
Yes.
There we go.
To inspire and move people.
You want to know my first big check?
Yeah, and you knew like, oh snap! I know I'm for sure doing it now.
Okay, I did a collab, a really huge collab with this. There were Miller Lite beers right under Miller Lite beers called Two Hats Beer. And they were looking for a couple of influencers, and I was one of them. And I made over. It was.
Tell us.
We on the edge of
6 figures. 5 figures.
Turn your back, management.
It was definitely 6 figures for sure.
What?
Wow, man,
What?
awesome. That's great.
It was 6 figures.
What? This is 3 years. This is
Y'all gonna get me
crazy.
robbed in Houston. Freshie, let's stop and get a bulletproof vest.
He over there like, man, no more on this show. Don't be like that, bro.
Who's also been like the worst one person you've worked with where you're like completely shook? Because you've been with Cardi B, you've been with Janet Jackson, Rihanna, Tyler Perry called you, I saw.
Yeah.
So who's been that one person you're like, you couldn't believe it?
I'm gonna be honest. It was Janet. I would have to say it was Janet Jackson. It was Janet Jackson for sure. When the vice president of her label reached out and was like, Kway, Janet likes your stuff and she wants to do a video, and I cut him off mid-sentence, and I was like, hell yeah, let's make it happen. And I didn't think it was real, so he was like, send me a treatment, Kway. I sent him over a treatment. They didn't like it. I sent him over another one. They didn't like it. I sent him over another one. By the third one, they liked it. They said she approved it, and I had
Wait a
one
minute,
day.
you came up with what they did in the video?
Yeah, I
Really?
did everything
Oh,
from
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So this is you.
that was me.
This is not you in the video. This is you, and you created the video for Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Bruh, don't downplay it. Tell us what it is, man.
I mean,
that's crazy.
yeah, I pretty much created. Me and my partner Diamond came up with the concept that we did for Janet.
Wow.
I had one day, y'all. I had one day to get all of the wardrobe, to cast all of the guys, to cast all of
You
the
did the
girls.
whole thing?
Yeah, I got the venue, everything.
So you directed it?
I directed.
You
it for
didn't
sure.
say that, man.
Me and my director Diamond, we both kind of.
Wait a minute. This guy
I didn't notice
directed
either.
a
I
Janet
didn't notice
Jackson
either. I didn't
video.
notice
Like, hey, can you direct this? Because you're like, you just don't know. Well, you know, they told me to send a treatment. Da, da, da. Man, put it out there,
Okay,
bruh.
cool.
Damn. I am not mad. Hey, man. Okay. So now, people see you and you inspire them.
Yeah.
So I have to ask the question, what do you tell those, especially these kids, because they are all over YouTube, they're all over social media, and they too want to become, they just heard some of the crazy stuff that you just said. It's been, literally in the last 3 years, your life has been a whirlwind.
Wow. Yeah.
It's went from
has.
literally 0 to 100.
real quick.
Now you're over here like, yes, well, my restaurant is opening on Sunday. You all come out. And this was a guy that was making.
The thing is, like, I'm as Kway, like, I'm super duper just chill.
No, we can tell that you're a cool cat. This is not about ego or big head or nothing like that. You're enjoying the ride. We get that, but it's still an amazing ride. Yeah. And it's inspiring other people, particularly young people. They're seeing this and like, I can make this happen. I don't need TV. I don't need the other ways that you've had to become this phenom. You don't need them anymore. You don't need those platforms anymore. All you need is yourself and an idea.
Yeah, the pressures that coming from social media to be on TV is crazy though. Like, people just expect for you to be on television or to be on a show to quote unquote say that you made it. And I feel like no. I feel like I'm really attacking the social media play. The thing is, there's a lot of content. Too. Yeah, there's a lot of social media influencers that put out content that they're literally making a living. And when I say a living, you got people like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, King Batch, who I'm friends with, that are like staying in $1 million homes and stuff like that. And I feel like the traditional way of quote unquote being famous, I feel like is.
It's over.
Not it's not over, but it's not the only way. It's not the only way.
I appreciate it.
It's not. It's definitely not the only way.
And you're proof of that.
Yeah,
you're proof.
And I did it from 1 minute videos, literally 1 minute videos. So if I could give anybody a piece of advice, I just say whatever you're passionate about, you got to attack it fearlessly. You have to attack it fearlessly. Like when I first started, like I was telling you, I got so much backlash because of the type of content that I do, and I never gave a I never gave a care. I never gave a care what nobody thought. You know what I mean? And through all of that, I continued to just chase my dreams. And hell, Janet Jackson came knocking on my door. This restaurant came knocking on my door. Rihanna came knocking on my door. Tyler Perry came knocking on my door. My TV show came knocking on my door. MTV, BT, all these people came knocking on my door because I just went after my passions fearlessly.
Why didn't the hate stop you? Because oftentimes people get paralyzed in the hate that they may see and the backlash and the bullying, because it is bullying. Yeah. Why do you think that did not deter you from stopping? Because a lot of times it stops other people.
The
hatred, the naysayers.
Because I saw the bigger
negativity.
picture. I always saw the bigger picture. I always saw that there was a couple people, even when I first started, there was so many people that didn't like it, but there was a couple people that did. And throughout the years, that couple of people just grew and grew and grew to millions and millions of people.
Amen, man. Bruh.
Amazing story.
Y'all just shook my hand.
People say he just shook my hand. This fool got on Instagram and became, everybody know who he is when he go to the airport. Before I go to the airport, ain't nobody moving up. But man, don't even try. Don't even try.
But for years, you've been like, I would say this, I've been knowing your name. Like, you've been killing it for years, for sure. You have.
Don't try this.
You have. Has he not? He has.
Don't try this. I'm still trying to get on Instagram and make this damn thing work.
I'll give you a shout out, mate.
Look, please.
Maybe,
you know that prayer hand that you said. Now, Kway, congratulations, brother, for real, man.
Thank you.